Welcome back to Training Tuesday. This week, we're gonna show you how to teach your dog how to roll over.
Down, roll over, good girl. Roll over, good girl. Roll over, good girl.
All right, you're gonna wanna hold your treat in between these two fingers. I like to start with the dog in a down position. So if they know the command, great, go ahead and get them there. If they don't, you can lure them right into that position. Next, you're gonna wanna take a look at your dog's hips and see if there's a particular way that your dog is leaning. She's pretty squared up here, but I know she does typically lay with her feet going this direction. So that tells me she's gonna be a lot more likely to want to roll this way than that way. Next, you're gonna take your treat, put it right on your dog's nose, and bring their nose back to their hind legs. And at that point, I'm gonna go ahead and release the treat to her. We want to reward for some small baby steps here. We're not gonna expect them to roll over the first time that we do this with them. So again, I'm taking the treat in between my two fingers here, looking at my dog to see which way their hips are laying. For her, her feet are this way, so I know she's gonna roll back towards me. I'm taking the food, putting it right up to her nose, and feeding her for bringing her head back to her back feet. Good girl. At this point, we've done a couple repetitions, and I know she's really comfortable with bringing her head back to her hind legs. So this time, we're gonna take it one step further and ask a little bit more of her. So I'm taking a look at her. Her hips are this way. Treat on her nose. Treating her for getting her head back to her hips. And this time, I'm gonna ask her to bring her nose a little bit further. Good girl. Treat right on her nose. And if she gets up, it's okay. You just wanna start completely over. So get them back into the down position. Treat on their nose again. And let's see if she'll go a little bit farther this time. This is a good thing to notice. If your dog's struggling and you feel like you're not getting anywhere, you are jumping too many steps ahead. So for her, she's gotten up a couple times. I know I'm taking it a little bit, I'm pushing her a little bit too much, so I'm gonna go back to just treating her when her nose hits back here and her belly's exposed just slightly. All right, so let's go ahead and try that again. Got my treat to her nose, I'm bringing her head back. This time I'm gonna try to bring her nose to her back. See if we can get her to go, yes, good girl, there you go. And I'm giving her a lot of treats in this case because she's almost completely rolled over even though I'm in her way. Let's see if we can get POSEY to do this one more time. So again, start with your dog in the down position. I've got a treat right here. Take a look at your dog's hips and see which way they naturally lay. So for her, since her feet are pointed towards you guys, I know she's gonna roll backwards towards me. I'm going to lure her head first back towards the base of her tail or her back feet. And once she's flipped over this way, I'm gonna bring her nose all the way, good girl, all the way towards me and make sure she gets a lot of treats right here once she's rolled completely all the way over. Good girl, yeah. For me, I've found that it is a lot easier to get your dog to roll in one direction. However, as you can see, you can teach your dog to roll both ways. Let's see if we can get POSEY to do this one more time. Again, I'm starting with her in a down position. I'm taking a treat, putting it on her nose, bringing her nose back towards her back legs or the base of her tail, feeding her there. You're gonna do a bunch of repetitions just like this, where she's slightly exposing her stomach and starting to move in the direction that we want her to. After your dog gets really comfortable with doing this, you're gonna push them a little bit more. So treat to your dog's nose, bring it back to their hind legs, the base of their tail. See if you can get them to go one step further. If they get up, it's okay, just start completely over. Good girl. Yeah, there you go, good girl. Thanks for watching this week's Training Tuesday. We hope you enjoyed.